talking to somebody's that is gossiping, talking about people, running people down, trying to one up people to ultimately feel better about themselves. But however, we're talking from a spiritual perspective, so let's break this down. See, for those of you that want to go deeper to understand why people do this, or to go to try to break it down to understand why somebody is doing this to you, this might be the reading for you. And for those of you that's actually gossiping and actually running people down, and you actually find comfort in this reading is for you as well. Let's get into it. All about the healing. Look at here. All right, so like I said, I'm talking to somebody that feels the comfort and feels the need, and that's really feel good when they talking about people and running people down and telling everybody's business, and talking about people's shortcomings, and talking about people parts of people's lives that's secret, that people telling people secrets is what I'm saying, and just betraying people's trust, and backbiting, and just constantly in that energy of looking for information to spread, and looking for information to downgrade, and traumatize, and manipulate, and use and abuse people energy. I'm talking to you. Yeah. Because from a healing perspective, let's break it down. You're someone who is miserable. You're someone who refuses to look within yourself and heal those aspects of yourself that will motivate you to do those, to want to do those things to another individual. So if we go a little deeper, something has happened to you where you are hurt. Somebody betrayed you, somebody really hurt you, traumatized you, somebody really they neglected you, abandoned you. It's any type of hurt. It's no one thing that caused people to be miserable enough to constantly walk around trying to find information and spread and downgrade and talk about people and gossip about people to try to make themselves feel better, to one up other people, to try to find people that they're jealous of, envious of, because of something that's happened to them, or they see something in another individual that makes them feel less than, or makes them feel like inferior, or low self, lower, low, make them feel low in themselves, which is low self-esteem. These are all things that accumulate together to make an individual miserable in their life, miserable about the choices they've made, make people look at themselves in a negative aspect. But it's not the person, it's you. It's not no one else but you, because you make the choice to view yourself like that. You're making the choice to believe that you are what somebody else said you are, or that you believe that you are what happened to you. You're not. Whatever happened to you, that is not who you are. You can always evolve to be something better, something positive, do things better, do things positive. But you're making a choice, a conscious choice to be miserable and sit in that misery and to cause other people misery, to hurt other people, to cause other people harm. You're sitting in that energy and you're projecting, and you're actually are trying to find ways, because you're miserable and you're hurt, so you can cause misery and hurt to other people. That's all this is. It's not somebody else's fault that they living good. It's not somebody else's fault that they looking good, smelling good like they should. It's not. Everybody is responsible for their own soul and salvation. And whatever somebody else is doing and whatever somebody else has got going on that's better than you. But if you stay in your lane, you wouldn't have your eyes on somebody else to be able to see what's better and what's not. If you stay in your lane, where you live at, where you could control, and stop looking at everybody else and trying to size up and compare, that's half the battle. Because you only can change you. You can't change anybody else. You only can control you. And yes, it's other means out here and other illusions and other things that say that you can that you can control and manipulate other people. It is. But ultimately, God has it where you control you and they control them. See, what we all want is to be happy. What we all want is to have peace. What we all want is to have joy and move on in freedom and be free to do what we want to do. But you, who I'm talking to from a healing perspective, you got some changes that you need to make. Because misery, you can't get rid of misery. Misery go on and on and on and manifest in different ways. Misery, anxiety, pain, suffering, can't sleep at night, can't eat, till you find yourself and your back is against the wall where you just can't do all these things that you've been doing to give you comfort. Running down people that don't give you comfort no more. Gossiping, nobody gonna answer their phone no more. Nobody's gonna entertain you anymore. People gonna walk away from you. People gonna walk away from you and not allow you entry into their lives anymore. You're gonna find yourself alone, isolated. You're gonna find yourself, family and friends and co-workers are going to be running from you. No one is going to want to be around someone like you. Because of the choices that you're making, God is going to allow you to make those choices alone and be alone. No one is going to want to be around that anymore. You have choices that you have to make. You're either going to become a better version of you and let go of all that stuff, and let's stay looking within ourselves and own ourselves and make some adjustments, because God is right there waiting on you. People are waiting on you and watching you. Your spiritual realm is watching you, spying on you, just like you stalking or you looking at other people. You got the spiritual realm stalking and looking at you and waiting on you to make the right choice, to make the right decision. This is all about you and nobody else. Bam! And there it is.